So no less than a day after Kyle Rittenhouse was acquitted on all counts, he was directly infused into the far right-wing Fox News propaganda machine, doing stuff for Tucker Carlson's show and other media outlets, and just trying to plant a flag, okay, and capitalize on his fame. And you really get a good idea where the GOP is headed. I just saw a picture of Donald Trump and Kyle Rittenhouse standing side by side, likely at Mar-a-Lago or something. And this is where they're planting a flag, with a murderer, someone who murders their political enemies at will and is protected by the law. This is their go-to moment for the youth vote. Kyle Rittenhouse is the answer to AOC. Okay, because we all know how powerful AOC's political power is, and how much she has stoked the youth vote in this country. And the Republicans know they need to do this. Like, the overwhelming odds for future elections will be for the Democrats, because the youth vote in this country leans left. Generation X, well, I'm Gen X, but I mean, millennials and Generation Z are on record for being the most progressive generations we've seen, likely since the FDR era in this country. So as the GOP becomes this very strange fringe element, celebrating, failed game show hosts and child murderers, the upcoming generations are taking note of these things. And, they're getting away from liberals too. Liberals are too far to the right. We all know this too. The future is FDR style democracy, social democracy, a return to FDR style democracy, if you will. But yeah, it's no shocking. It's not shocking at all to see the GOP sink so desperate as to propping up this murderer as their new pawn. This is their new political play. And like I said, it's primarily for the youth vote. They have to put a young face on the party because, once again, the Republicans are not putting out numbers for the future. Okay? It's not happening for good reason. So, they're stoked, they're excited because they know they're going to have to use violence in the future when politics aren't working out. Look how they're already gaslighting, the election. They've been doing that since the election. Trump is still the president in their view. It doesn't matter. They're trying to destroy democracy. And then when they're done doing that, they're literally going to destroy people who they oppose. And putting Kyle Rittenhouse up front and center, someone who shot 3 people and murdered 2. And these people were across the political aisle. This is what they're aiming for in the future because they know their future isn't good. The GOP is going to have to rely on militias. It's going to have to rely on intimidation. It's going to have to rely on far right-wing militants like Kyle Rittenhouse to just keep the base together. to keep the fanatics, stoked, and let that be their populist energy. Like, that's their answer to AOC. It's Kyle Rittenhouse. That is, wow. Just when you thought like there was no bottom, we're finding the bottom, I think. I think this is, no, just kidding. It's an endless bottomless pit. Who am I kidding? Who am I kidding? Oh my God. We just keep going lower and lower and lower and lower. Oh my God. It is truly a shithole country. I'm telling you what. It's just becoming a disgusting place to live, where you can now just shoot your political enemies. Democracy be damned. It's not good enough. It's not working for us. So now we're pitching to murderers as spokespeople for the GOP. Man, there's no bottom, folks. It's an endless, bottomless pit of absolute shit in the American body politic. It is just, we're so far off the rails. I don't know. I wish I had better news, but it's just the way I'm seeing the world today, guys. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Like, share, and subscribe.